Been a real busy day here at App Stupid. Shout out to everybody who still rocks with us. We still going and doing our thing. We talked about Bo Nix, him being the man in Rocky Top. Is that enough to get it done in Rocky Mountain High? Let us know, Bronco fan. I have you going 5-12 on the season. If you're going to win more games than that, I don't see it. But like I say, I could be wrong. Go ahead and drop that in the comments. Then we talked about the NFL Players Union and the CBA that's now fining guys $40,000 a day if you're in your rookie deal. If you miss training camp, if you're out of your rookie deal, it's $50,000. Who the hell negotiated that dumb shit? Then we pivoted. We talked some more NFC North. The Vikings, they have Matt Corral. Who the hell is that guy? But CBS Sports, they're comparing Matt Corral to Kurt Warner at this time in Kurt's career when he found the St. Louis Rams, and look how that turned out. So interesting stuff. However, we're going to finish in the NFC East with Barkley and Philadelphia. Yes, there is another Barkley in Philadelphia, but it's Sequan and not Charles. This comes out of Yahoo Sports and Jory Epstein. The reason being that Philly went after Sequan. They needed a running attack. So let's go ahead and say what it was. Sequan, at the same time last year or the year before last, he was talking about he wanted to get paid. Lamar Jackson was all in the headlines because both of these men were trying to get money for their contracts. Now, they kept Lamar out there in front and try to make him the poster child because Lamar wouldn't bend the knee. He didn't have an agent in the agent class, so he was getting destroyed from both legacy media and he was getting destroyed in public and private spaces as well. Sequan Barkley did everything that the New York Giants asked him to do, and yet they did not give this man another contract. And so when he left and he went to Philly, they bet really big on Sequan Barkley, and they put that money on him, which made him a target. And really, when it comes down to having a back like Sequan, it is load management. And I'm not going to bury the lead. The Eagles have Kenneth Gainwell, and he's a great preseason acquisition. And that investment that they put in him should pay huge dividends in the regular season. Barkley considered to view the offensive coordinator, Kellan Moore's vision for the Eagles in the running back room. The plan will continue to evolve as the season goes on. Moore and Barkley each in their first year in Philly after spending 6 seasons, Moore with Dallas and Barkley with the Giants. The versatility and production of Gainwell, his skill set, and his intangibles make the dual running attack very compelling, and that the Eagles' backfield is going to be dynamic. Is that enough in an NFC East? Because I know they're better than the Giants. I know they're better than the Commanders. The Commanders will be entertaining, but they're not going to beat Philadelphia. The only competition in Philadelphia's way is Dallas. And I think Sequan makes them better than Dallas. And also, offensive coordinator Kellan Moore, because he used to be in Dallas and he was a coordinator for Dallas. So some of the packages that he dialed up for Dak, he's going to dial up those same packages and have more of a latitude because he has Barkley back there with Jalen Hurts. And we'll get into this more when we come back from a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Yes, Taco Bell, Live Moss, Taco Bell. Order online, download the app, or visit the good folks at your local Taco Bell. When we last left off, we talked about Kellan Moore doing a lot of different things within the Eagles offense and how they have Kenneth Gainwell and all of his intangibles that he brings into the offense. And then Barkley, he gave the game away in an interview saying, you have to be able to catch the ball in this offense. You got to make people miss. Coach Moore does a really good job of putting you in space and giving you the opportunity to let your talent show and make plays. And you got to be able to adapt with all the runs. Yeah, that's it. He's going to spread you out, and then he's going to have favorable matchups. And if you've got blocking downfield and Sequan is actually in space and he's catching the ball, this could get very, very dangerous. And I'm here for all that. I want to see really competitive football. I'm not an Eagles fan. I don't have anything against Philadelphia. I'm an honest broker. And I'm sitting here saying, if he's going to go ahead and deliver on everything they're going to give you, what's the problem? What's the problem? And I don't know about you, but it sounds like this is a hybrid offense that's built to catch and comprise, and this offense is built on catches and catching compromised defenders in space. That is a very explosive play right there. When you catch a guy who can't move laterally, and then you have someone as fast as Barkley, or you have somebody like Gainwell that is back there in that position, things can get dicey. And I get why Philly is protective of Barkley. Now, he's got a 4-year deal with $37.7 million with $26 million guaranteed. So load management has to be at the top of the ticket, because that's a lot of money tied up into Barkley and his success, because that's going to equal the Eagles' success. And we'll be back after we cover a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Yo, you're not going to believe this, but we got another hip-hop pick. Da-da-da-ba-ba. Freeway, Jake 1, the Stimulus Package Part 2, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it's Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. Favorites on the album: Time, Philly, Ringin', and Heartbreaker. Many more. Get the album. It's out now. Heartbreaker. Shout out to Freeway and Jake 1, the Stimulus Package Part 2. Make sure you go get it legally in stores where you cop music at. Whew, man, that is a dope project. You last left off, we were talking about the Eagles having this hybrid offense and why the Eagles are protective of Saquon, the money he's making. He's on a 4-year deal. Barkley, he echoed the same things about catch the ball earlier in the article, and it projected by Coach Moore later, saying when you have guys who can catch a few balls out of the backfield and play in some different positions, now you're just looking at guys who, A, they're playing more snaps, and then B, obviously they're contributing to the things a lot more just from a touch standpoint. Everyone kind of loves to go on this analytical trend of salaries and running backs, but the running backs are a very, very valuable position, end quote. Yes, he's absolutely right, because for the and it only has been the rise of fantasy football. Let's just cut the shit and put our cards on the table. Fantasy football has indoctrinated people into devaluing running backs. Running backs, that is a very hard position. Not only do you have to run to the defense, you're going to get hit multiple times, and you have to have the mental capacity to take that beating. But because of the way that fantasy football is constructed, they want these guys to get all of the touches and make all of the runs. This isn't Xbox. This isn't PlayStation 5. This is reality. Guys get hurt. Guys get hit. Guys get punished. That doesn't devalue what you bring to that team. You just had a situation where Cincinnati didn't want to commit any money to Joe Mixon. Hey, look, it's their prerogative. It's their money. They can do whatever they want. However, they let his replacement go. Perrine, they let that guy go to Denver. And if you're not going to pay the running back and you feel like, oh, I can get any back, but a quarterback is priceless and I can't touch a quarterback, that thinking has to stop. Quarterback position is always up for grabs. But again, hey, look, it's the NFL. Now, Kellan, on that statement, he's absolutely right. If you can catch defenders in space with poor lateral movement, then you're going to make big plays for big yardage. Now, that's not to say that Philadelphia isn't going to pound the ball in between the gaps and, turn up field and make everything happen and reduce the pain on running backs, mixing up catches, and everything just adds longevity to those careers. And so if you look at it, the way that Daniel Smith had all of that success in New York is because he was handing the ball off to Sequan Barkley. And they put Barkley in space. He was a workhorse. And instead of pay Sequan Barkley, they paid Daniel Jones. Tapioca pudding in shoulder pads, Daniel Jones, who played at Duke University in the ACC. And Duke was garbage. Duke never played for an ACC championship. Hell, they didn't even win the ACC outright in football, ever. He is another product of weird-ass Mel Kiper and Todd McScam, who got fired from ESPN, and nobody knows where he's disappeared. He's probably off getting coffee and everything again. But these people told the NFL faithful, the people of New York, that this guy was can't miss. And he's done everything but miss. He's only had one good season, and that was largely on Saquon. He got paid on Saquon Barkley's back. And they're in trouble. The Giants are in trouble again. Philly fan, what do you think? What do you think? Is Saquon Barkley going to transform the Philadelphia faithful? Is this thing going to be a done deal? Let me know. Let me know. As always, it's up when we see each other. This is Big Vern. Well, that's the show. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. We love each and every one of you all. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend. And we will see you here on a bright and early Monday. This is your boy,